Hello everybody, Princess and Bear here. We're back at EPCOT for sort of like a cleanup of the Festival of Art to things Boost didn't get to last time because, well, the lines are crazy long.
And you gave us 100 likes, thank you.
Yes, and then I swore that I would come back and finish off the Boost that I didn't do. I owe some of you some ratings on some treats. The Princess may get a thing or two, so let's go eat.
Be sure to eat plants and save the Nova Corps.
Yes, we're taking the shit when we go. But you heard the girl.
Magic boba pearls, yeah. Hello. One sea butterfly, one Dynasty. Sea butterfly and Dynasty next door. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Wouldn't be using a straw, but as one must always do in China, stir this beautiful purple drink. This is the sea butterfly, I think is what it was called. Correct name will be in the comment or in the description. Make sure you read the description of all of our videos. It's kind of VIP. Oh. It tastes like perfume. Like I just walked into a perfume shop. This is what it tastes like. I don't like that. 1.5 out of 5 boba balls. They're not my jam. Bear's probably gonna have to take this.
So we have the sea butterfly returning from last year, which is probably why we skipped it this year. But I felt bad not going to the China booth and at least getting one drink that we could stir. If I remember correctly, last year it was interesting. It's like lychee, vodka, and then like some sort of like floral mix in there that makes it sort of like a flower, which you get to put the flower petals in there. Definitely tastes the lychee. And the flower on the end is definitely very floral in the mouth. Like, not horribly strong. It's definitely better than that XO Lily drink. But it is an acquired taste. For me, it's not so bad. 3 out of 5 plus.
The Eastern Dynasty. A little syrupy, but okay. Not horrible. A little coconutty too. 2.5 out of 5 bobas. It's bobas in both of these drinks.
So we have the Eastern Dynasty, which looks sort of like a another flower petal whose name I forget right now. It'll probably come back to me after we stop recording, then I'll feel terrible about it for about a week. But either way, Eastern Dynasty. See, this is how thick all straw should be. Paper, plastic, agave. They should all be like this. Ooh. Also kind of floral, but it's got a nice sort of like tang to it. It's definitely sweeter than the last drink. If you're gonna get this one, if you like sweeter stuff, if you like sweeter stuff, get the Eastern Dynasty. If you like more like a tart flavor, go with the sea butterfly. But for this one, I'm a 3.5 out of 5 claws. This is by far my favorite, but I'll let the princess pick and choose her pain. Would not be a festival if I didn't take advantage of every bun that is offered to me. This time we have a Char Siu Pork Bun with artistic display, like a little spread of sauce, and it looks like some sort of leaf in here. Kind of tying in the whole floral thing, this entire stand. They're nice, huge chunks of pork. So you're definitely get your money's worth here. Give it a little dip in the smear. Even though it's pork, it reminds me a lot of the roast duck bao bun that you can get inside Nine Dragons, which is a good thing. Nice and savory, plenty of flavor and meat, not too overly sweet, but balances well with the savory. I would say this is a solid 4 out of 5 claws. If you let me order 3 of these at once, I would definitely eat them all.
The cherry pineapple Dole Whip. This is the thing that got 100 likes that you guys wanted us to come back and get. The cone, they said they could not guarantee was dairy free, They could only say, they said the plant symbol was on the menu for that because of the Dole Whip being plant-based, well, vegan, whichever, dairy-free Dole Whip. Cherry and pineapple together is actually an interesting combination. I kind of like this better than I thought it would. The cherry is like a little artificial. I would not get a cherry by itself. And then like the Dole Whip kind of balances it. It's very weird that this is vegan to me. It doesn't feel vegan to me. I'm gonna give it 3.5 out of 5 Dole Whips.
Gotta get that Dole Whip. Yeah, we skipped it the first time. Princess is not a huge fan of pineapple, so getting her to get Dole Whip in the first place is always kind of hard. I'm all for Dole Whip. I don't subscribe to many Disney treats, but Dole Whip I will never refuse. Now mixed with cherry, let's see, where the princess hates pineapple, I hate almost everything cherry. If I get a cherry in my drink, it's going to her or the nearest friend. I am not a cherry fan, unless they're like alcohol soaked, and then that overrules my hate of cherries. Either way, Swirl Dole Whip. Strawberry and, no, sorry, cherry and pineapple swirl would not have been my first choice. No? With the cherry, it tastes like a Flintstones push pop. They still sell push pops, right? I'm not that old.
I think they do. I'm pretty sure they do.
It's not bad. It's positive memories of childhood. And as a millennial, you got to take those where you can get them. I'd probably eat this whole thing. 3.5 out of 5 plus. So here we have the Company 28 Beer Company Wall Art Brown Ale, which is apparently a Florida-based brewery out of Delray, but we tried to confirm whether or not it was vegan. We couldn't confirm. If any of you know, please let us know. So, no brown ales to the princess. She doesn't usually like beers this dark anyway, so I'm probably doing her a favor either way. The Outpost, Refreshment Outpost, is always one of those weird places that like drinks pop up throughout the year during festivals, off festivals that aren't even in the book. So this is one of those, oddly enough. I can't place what that reminds me of. It's slightly hoppy, not anything you can't handle, so it's not that bitter. But it's got like a smoothness at the end and a strange aftertaste that I can't place. What other? I guess it kind of reminds me of Duke's Cold Nose, which is based out of the Bold City Brewery in Jacksonville. Not bad though. Drinkable at the very least. 3 out of 5 plus.
Rosé hard cider.
The Wild Boar Cassoulet.
And your drink is over there.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Enjoy.
A returning favorite brewery, Three Daughters, always vegan, always wonderful. We did have this one last year. Wait, not frosé. Where's my brain? It's a rosé beer. Because Germany's doing the rosé flight again, and no hefts for some reason. Not better than a Dunkel, but light, refreshing, very like light on the rosé flavor on the back end, which I'm into. So I'm gonna give this one 4 out of 5 rosés. May the rosé be with you.
I guess this is where we are on this channel. The princess likes the rosé beers and ciders, and I just want rosé frozen. I don't know how we got here. I don't know if I'm happy about it either.
They have a rosé.
I know I voted that because I don't want to get made fun of.
This is not, we're not making fun of you on this channel. This is an inclusive channel.
No, see, the community doesn't make fun of me, but you do. And I gotta live with you, and I gotta live with them.
I just said I wouldn't make fun of you.
I don't believe you. It's actually quite good. Well, it's very cidery, but not harsh at the end. Very smooth. You can taste the rosé flavor in it, but it's still very much like beerish. I don't mind it. 3.5 out of 5 plus. Well, here we have the Wild Boar Cassoulet. A couple people asked about it. I definitely skipped it. Not because I wasn't interested, but again, the lines are long. In Germany and America, it's going to be like 2 of the longest lines when you come to festivals, any festival. So you have wild boar sausage mixed with a little bit of duck on top of some breadcrumb mixture. It looks like some tomatoes, some other things, and then this weird single radish. But let's just try the sausage by itself first. A duck and wild boar blend. It's interesting to me. Ooh. It's well seasoned and herby. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Little green dots in it, but it's very well herbed. It sort of helps with the gamey flavor, but it's still very like, if you've had wild boar before, and I don't know where most of you hail from, it tastes pretty good for wild boar. Mixed with the duck, but it's still a very like gamey flavor. If you don't like gamey meats, you might want to avoid this, but sausage on its own, it's not bad. Let's try a little bit of the duck and breadcrumb mixture. Well, like that. I'm sorry, just becoming Disney, they have me hooked with anything duck. I'm sorry, Donald, but you taste really good. If you're interested in like some sort of different kind of meats other than your normal beef, chicken, turkey, I think you guys should try this. As for me, it's a 4 out of 5 plus. I don't think I could eat more than this because it's so rich, but I like the flavors.
Leslie, yours is pretty good. Second place. No, first place is fine. Don't in a wooden cup, 2, and the chicken. 34 cents. There.
Hello. So, personalized sake in a wooden cup. It's been a couple years. Oh, we got this last year, didn't we? And then we gave away the sake because we didn't finish it.
And they didn't personalize our cups either.
Because of, COVID. But here we are again, getting personalized cups again. Bear.
Yay.
We're not going to show you the princesses.
Well, I put it here.
Okay, well, either way.
Whatevs.
Charles, how to drink this is always the problem.
I just wish it was hot sake. Are you drinking the whole thing? I took a sip, okay? I took a sip.
I'm sorry, what's the question
I
again?
drank the whole thing, you guys.
They gave me a whole thing. Am I supposed to drink the whole thing? Oh, not at once.
This is why this is like exactly how we eat hot food. He eats it all at once, and I take small bites.
She enjoys her food. I eat every meal like Garfield, like it's my last.
That's true, you
So,
do.
no.
That's the Persian way. Eat slow and savor the moment.
I don't expect to live a long time, so boom. I would say, as far as sakes go, it's a 3 out of 5 plus.
I would agree.
You can get like, if you've never had sake before, I wouldn't suggest this is your first sake. I would go to the sake house and get the Jumai as your first.
Agreed.
That's much better tasting, much better chilled than any of the rest of these. But it's still a very fun thing, and you can take the little thing home. That's more than you get at most $13 drinks at EPCOT.
It's true, and now I'm being drink shamed.
Well, drink at your own leisure. Don't drink like us. Pace yourself. Oh yes, it's chicken kushiage. I've been waiting to try this. Line was, again, another case of the line being too long for the day. It was very cold when we did festival art, so staying here at night for a lot of this food was hard. It's a bit more mild today, but now I have this spread. You have like cabbage, you got some carrots, looks like you got some seaweed here, and then some pickled onions? Pickled something. And then a random sprig of asparagus. Always eat your veggies, kid. I want this asparagus. It's cold, but it's not bad. Let's get to the main course. Let's get to why you guys really came here. I know you guys know it's odd if I don't stop in Japan every single festival. These little chicken Kushiage, it was very similar to the chicken that I had at a local restaurant near Universal called Dragonfly. We have a video for that. Leave that in the description box below. But Japanese, cook some fried chicken. It's juicy. It's not greasy. The breading is seasoned. I don't know what you can ask for. It's some good. With this sort of like yum or bang bang sauce. Either way, this is very good. This is definitely, I think, something you should come get. It's not the best I've ever had, but it's a nice change to the sushi donut. I love the sushi donut, don't get me wrong. But I've had that probably the last 3 years we've come here, and I'm getting kind of tired of it. The donut form is not the best form to eat sushi. It's far too much rice and not enough fish. This, however, 3.5 out of 5 stars.
I bet you're missing a chork right now.
Not bring up that offensive chork to me. See our Universal Mardi Gras video for Bear Eats, and you know what I'm talking about. But the chork is offensive. I don't ever want to see that thing again.
Somehow, with all of this ice and everything, this is a blood orange Cosmo. It's just vodka and juice though. But with ice, where are those blue Cosmo glasses they had for Festival of the Holidays? Just throw in one of those. Oh. Whew. Tastes like I just bit into a blood orange. Wow, that's tart. 3.5 out of 5 tarts. I like it. I'm gonna drink it, but woo, it's a surprise.
Blood orange anything is like a mixed bag for me. I'm not a huge fan of citrus drinks to begin with, and given the princess's face, I'm kind of scared. I feel almost like Joffrey in Game of Thrones right now. It's like, I don't really know what a blood orange is supposed to taste like, but it literally tastes like you just grinded orange rind and mixed it with vodka. That is not my jam. 1.5 out of 5 stars. The princess can have this monstrosity. Absolutely not.
We got a hard cider here. Oh. Interesting in cidery. I actually quite like this. This is a 4 out of 5 ciders. Probably one of my favorite ciders of the festival.
Nice hard cedar. I feel like this has turned into a cider fest. The number of ciders we've gotten in the festival over the years. Maybe Food and Wine this year should be just called Food and Cider. I'm gonna copyright that. Not bad. I feel like it's the kind of cider that will cost me a headache, but it's still got a really nice flavor to it. And it's tall. Very tall. 3 out of 5 bucks. Here we have the Gnocchi Poutine. I've quickly become a poutine addict thanks to Chef Tony and Les Hilaire. But the refreshment outpost has been sort of like a minefield of poutine. Some of it's been good, some of it has been bad. This is the Gnocchi Poutine. With a nice beef on top of it. You get a huge chunk of beef, it's something a lot less. Cheese curds, and then fried potato gnocchi on the bottom. Gnocchi I'm kind of worried about because pricking it with the fork is not easy, and this is going to be very bad. Of course, since there's cheese, magic pill to make sure that I don't die. I don't think I'd die. I would just live in a bathroom for the rest of the night. Either way, let's try to get everything in one bite. So don't know how much I'm going to be able to eat. Try off a nice piece of beef. That's a lot more beef than I would expect Disney to give me on anything. Piece of gnocchi. And a cheese curd. A monstrous bite. Monstro would be proud. Say nice things about me at my funeral. No, that's not terrible. The gnocchi by itself is not great. The attempt to fry it makes it like a really dry outside, and there's not really much going for it on the inside either. The beef is okay, and it pulls apart very nicely, but it's not really well seasoned either. So it's just cooked beef with cheese curds on top of what should have been just large chips and not gnocchi. It's an inventive idea, but the sum of its parts does not really work well together. If you get everything in one bite, it's passable, but we've had a lot better gnocchi, a lot better poutine at Refreshment Outpost. This is by far not my favorite. It's not bad, but it's not great either. I'm giving it 2.5 out of 5 plus. If you're kind of weird about it, you could probably skip it and not miss anything. Gosh.
Did you try it?
As I ate that, the worse it got. I literally just ate the cheese curds and tossed the rest. The beef was not good. The gnocchi was not good. No. I revised my rating to a 1 out of 5 plus. Tomato soup and grilled cheese.
All right.
And this tomato soup can Bloody Mary.
All right. Can I see some ID?
Sure. It's so pretty. So before I've even gotten into this, the princess has already said that I have to keep this tomato soup Bloody Mary in a can.
Plastic can.
Cans are not plastic. So it's got a little little cute lid, like it's already been opened, and it's a tomato soup Bloody Mary with croutons in it and some green stuff floating in it.
You hate those croutons
you
so
guys
much.
asked me for this, and I've been dreading this the entire day. I don't know why you would put bread in a cocktail. Croutons belong in salad, not in my cocktail.
That's your opinion.
Well, my opinion is the one that matters. I'm rating the drink. I'm so afraid. They're still crunchy.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with some crunch in your tomato soup?
It feels so wrong. Don't get me wrong, Bloody Mary is fire. Very smooth, spicy, like a 4 out of 10 on the spice scale. With these croutons, the texture, like, I understand our mouths are not designed to chew and drink at the same time. It's very weird.
Tomato soup with croutons in them. This is a thing. People do that.
Not cocktails. Cocktails are ready to be drank, not eaten. To chew, and I feel like I'm gonna get drink down the wrong tube. But it's actually not a bad Bloody Mary. And I get extra points for this ridiculous plastic can. 3.5 out of 5 plus. It's really not that bad. Not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. If you don't have an issue with textures, especially in your drinks, I would say avoid it. Or just ask for no croutons. I'm sure you get it that way. But it's not as bad and horrible as I thought it was going to be. I'm still going to drink it. So, grilled cheese and tomato soup without the thickened popcorn bucket. It's like a 5-minute wait instead of 7 hours like some of you people. You know you're not going to see this in that line because, one, this is a Figment hate channel. We don't like Figment. Proof of that, I think there's a 5-minute video of the princess riding Figment looking miserable because it's that horrible of a ride. We think Figment should have been gone a long time ago.
Bring back Duffy.
Bring back Duffy or Bake it inside out right. Nobody likes thickness. Some of you like thickness, obviously you won't wait 7 hours for a popcorn bucket. Well, that is a story for another time. So, grilled cheese, pop eats tomato soup with cream fraiche on top. You give it a nice dunk, as one does. You get nice and soggy. This fake tin can. Carb. They do have one with brie, apple, and bacon. I didn't want that. One of the basic grilled cheese. I said I'd try more vegetarian food for vegetarians out there. It's not terrible. It's a nicely buttered piece of grilled cheese. Plenty of cheese in the middle. The tomato soup's not bad. The artistic part of it is sort of like Andy Warhol tomato soup can. I suppose it works. It's a cheap gimmick. One they've used the last 4 years? 5 years? 4 years. I guess it's the inception of this festival. Every year this festival has been, they've had this stupid can. It's okay. I've had better soup. I've had better grilled cheeses. Slightly above average. 3 out of 5 plus.
I literally talk about that concept.
So, round 2, Festival of the Arts.
Or 4, depending on which video you watched.
Basically, so round 4, we definitely went back and cleaned up on the things we didn't touch. I got every booth except for Italy, because I'm number 1 Italy, and the donut stand. And then the princess.
I got a Spirit jersey. Whoop, whoop.
For somebody that was so anti-Spirit jersey, like not even a year ago, she's definitely an addict now.
So shiny. I love me some shiny Spirit jerseys, you guys.
And she likes Harmonious, so.
I do.
But
inclusive.
It's weird. It's weird coming back to Festival of the Arts after having gone to Mardi Gras, because Mardi Gras food is so much better than.
We were definitely comparing Mardi Gras to Farts, which is
Universal
not
Studios,
fair. It's not fair because Farts is like avant-garde food, and Mardi Gras is Mardi Gras food, and Universal
food has historically not been great, but they stepped it up this year, and Farts stepped down.
I feel like with the discount cards that Universal offers, plus the pass holder discount at the stands, whereas like any of the Disney festivals, you can't get any pass holder discounts at the stand. You're paying full price for everything, and it's just not as financially feasible. I feel like Disney trying to price us out of Disney.
Prices have gone up. Food is. Festival of Arts needs a revamp in that regard. But if there's anything you guys like today, by all means, let us know in the comments. If there's anything else you'd like to see, that's also going to be the place to let us know. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
And we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe.
You heard the girl.
And like this video, and comment, and remember, taste the rainbow? No, that's wrong. May the rainbow be with you. Love everyone. How about that?
Just be more like Bob Ross, but you heard the girl.
Just be inclusive. Love your LGBTQ. Love your BIPOC. Love all of your other. Just love everyone. Love everyone.
Maybe not everyone.
Love the people that actually care. How about
but you heard the girl.
Is that better? Look.